Well, more than 2 months after being forced off the job, Minnesota's top investigator of child care fraud is still in limbo and still being paid.
Fox 9's Theo Keith is live at the Capitol. So Theo, we saw you breaking the story online this afternoon. What more do you know?
Well, Inspector General Carolyn Hamm went on paid leave in mid-March when state officials began looking into what they would only describe as an active complaint. Now, the unit she once led will be getting some new responsibilities when Governor Tim Walz signs off on millions of dollars aimed at cracking down on child care assistance fraud. In March, independent auditors could not say how much taxpayer money had been taken by child care centers who made up attendance records as they went.
We couldn't really find a reasonable estimate of fraud.
But auditors did know this. The state's investigative unit tasked with finding fraud was bogged down in finger-pointing. Its leader, Carolyn Hamm, was forced onto paid leave.
Ms. Hamm, did you have any thoughts about the auditor's report?
Now, in the state budget that Governor Tim Walz will make law within hours, Walz and lawmakers have their response. $5 million for new investigators, analysts, and a tracking system. New record-keeping requirements on centers. Those with phony documents and phantom kids will get booted out.
I think we're going to see real change there.
Lawmakers from both parties say it's a plan they're proud of.
There's a whole bunch of provisions that are included in the bill that should really have a major impact.
But some of the new oversight falls to the same troubled investigative unit. Lawmakers did not separate the investigators from the agency that runs the child care assistance program. Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka said he was disappointed.
We felt like it should be moved out. We'll continue to work on that. We think that's a reform that should happen.
Meanwhile, nearly 1,700 kids are in line for the program. Democrats fear without new funding they unsuccessfully sought in the budget, those kids won't get in.
So I'm afraid there will still be a significant waiting list just because of the economics of child care and the program.
Democrats had wanted to force inspectors and investigators to get cultural sensitivity training as part of this because many of the child care centers and the recipients are people of color. But Republicans blocked that, and it is not in the final budget bill, which Governor Tim Walz will start to sign off on parts of tomorrow. As for DHS Inspector General Carolyn Hamm, the agency would not comment much more than confirming today that she was still on paid leave. Live from the Capitol, Theo Keith, Fox 9.